You might be wondering, why the hell I'm in the air? And it all started with the Minecraft speedrun record getting broken, and as someone with no speedrunning knowledge, I thought I should give it a try. So I did with the top speedrunning tips to see how good I could really get. But little did I know the amount of suffering I was about to endure. It all started watching some Curryway and Wreckrat videos, who actually inspired me to make this video. I saw some speedruns in the past, and I thought, this should be easy. Just learn a couple strats, and boom bam pow, sub 30. But the pain was gonna screw me over sideways. I started off with learning starts, basic bastion routes, and portals, but I always thought bastions were scary because of the brutes. But it turns out speedrunners actually never play on the new version. Instead, they just play on the golden version 1.16.1. So with the perfect version, I started with the two main starts, villages and sea. Villages use these things called cod strats, where you trade wheat with the villager for emeralds, and then you trade a fishmonger for a bucket of cod, but we don't really want the cod, we just want the bucket. So then we kill the iron golem and you're on your way. Sea strats use a shipwreck and underwater lava ravine. The shipwreck for the 7 sexy iron, props to Wreckrat, and then the lava ravine to make a portal and dip. But to get to the nether, you gotta learn how to make a fast and decent portal. So I learned how to portal, not much to know, just I can make a portal in 53 seconds flat. Yeah, I know, I hear your applause. And with that, the final thing is routing, learning the 4 bastion types and how to conquer them all. Stables, the absolute most shit one, I hated so many Aucklands, and the route is the most risky. Treasure, I have a love-hate relationship with this one, but totally for a different reason, the fucking spawners. If you've ever seen a feedrun, you've probably seen them use this. It's called Pyrite, which is what runners use to find the nether fortresses and get the 420 blaze rods. But we use spawners to detect the fortress, and you know what else has a spawner? Not your mom, this bastion. And it has cardinally screwed runs for yunners for years, but it only gets better from here with housing. Housing is a really easy and simple route to understand, and doesn't fuck with your run because it's the easiest. Bridge, there's a giant wad of gold on the bridge that you can use to route an overall 10 out of 10 love bridge. But now that you know all the knowledge of how to route and make a portal fast, like 53 seconds fast, all I had to do was put it together. And holy lord, my first one was shit. So with all the newfound knowledge, I decided to do jack shit and couldn't finish one single run, which proved to be a theme throughout the rest of the video. So I spent most of my day getting better at the basics, mostly portal practice, getting a sub 10 enter, which was pretty fast, searching effectively, and traversing the nether so I don't die instantly. And finally getting to use this fancy end calculator, but I died to the dragon because I forgot to set my spawn. So day 3 started with me getting up and deciding I'm gonna finish recording the video today. So I started at 7 and I'll tell you what time I ended up finishing at the end of the video. But either way, I started off making my own portal method and I call it the Super L, which makes it so that it almost never spills. But what really killed me was the constant reset, resetting on average 5 to 10 worlds before I'd even get a run. And if that run died, another 5 to 30 minutes. But that wasn't even the worst part. At this point, I was traversing nether and finding bastions. The problem was the nether fortress, because I mislistened to the Pyrite tutorial and just upped my render distance until I could see the spawner and win the direction. I was not looking where the actual spawner was, and I didn't know how many runs this could have killed. And it gives me severe depression anytime I think about it. And this wasn't even the only thing I was bad at doing. I was also bad at using the fucking end calculator. A fucking calculator! So basically, Enderize, I needed to make pixel perfect, line up two of them so I could find a location in the portal, and I could do it good about 50% of the time. So either way, after all the cursing and everything, I decided to make it to the stronghold, get to the portal room, and start my setup to get rid of some garbage. And there goes my fucking eyes. This was my true descent into madness. As I booted up OBS, I said into the mic, by the end of this recording, I will be finished with 1, or else I'm just not going to sleep tonight. And it was hell reset after hell reset after hell reset. Break village, no lava pool. Lava pool, no village. Not enough iron, not enough iron. My inability to woodlight, and you could see that my brain was turning into an adequate puddle. But then I got a random seed to change it all. And it's finally here, the final run. So the run starts off lucky with a village, a blacksmith, and I spot a portal off in the distance. Then I spot another blacksmith, a double smacksmith, already incredibly lucky run. But I majorly fuck up because I was a zombie trying to finish this video, not realizing that I had all the iron and all I had to do was kill the iron golem and go to nether. But instead I did cod strats, wasting almost 3 minutes of my time. Then I went to go to the portal. Another incredibly lucky chest that I got even a flint and steel and enough gold to make an entire chest plate. But But even better, I found a nearby lava pool, so I can make the portal faster than trying to break the crying obsidian. I could enter in 850. Not my fastest enter, but it works. I scan for a bastion, I see a 40 spike, so I start heading that way, nearly get killed by an enderman, and enter the bastion in 1317, which is great pace, and instantly get to routing the place. And the drops were amazing, so I go and break the spawner so it doesn't fuck with my pyrite, and nearly die half a heart to the hoglin on fire. So then I go pyrite to fortress. I'm at 22 and I think, oh my god, I might be on pace for a sub-hour run. Oh, how wrong I was. 10 minutes. That's how much time it took me to find another fortress, entering at 3317. A lot of smart speedrunners would have burnt the run 5 minutes ago, but not me because I have no mental lobe. Proceed to get 10 blaze rods to be extra safe and blind at 38. You might think this is still pretty good sub 60-minute pace, so what's the problem? And here it is if it's not my brain dead COD strats and 10-minute fortress adventures, this proves to be the nail in the fucking coffin. Triangulating eyes with a fucking calculator. Took me, guess in the comments, it's a really cool number. 5421. I entered these strongholds, then I proceeded to spend 15 minutes looking for the portal room, and then it's finally time. I jump in, fails a 1 cycle, and then have to go for towers, not to mention the 15 deaths I got to while getting the towers. But after the towers fell, it was just me and the dragon. I used the leftover bed from the 1 cycle, and then it was half, a quarter, and then finally with an iron sword, I killed him in 154.2, making me the 4,240th speedrunner in the world. Yeah, I know I'm nice like that. So overall, after all the mental anguish, would I ever speedrun again? Well, probably when it doesn't give me 20 hours of footage to edit.